have a lot of people. I have a lot of people, and they comparing the side effects of these new drugs, like the injections. I don't want to call them vaccines. I'll call them injections. And some of my friends I know, they say it's the same like with aspirin. They say all the drugs, they have like side effects like aspirin. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, well, I can show you, I think it's important for people to really look into this themselves. And let me show you the website for the World Health Organization that actually records the side effects. Let me just see if I can share screen with you. There we go. So this is the World Health Organization database, and it's Vigi Access. And if you type in here, COVID-19 vaccine. Okay, so in fact, you can see what I've got on my screen here. Before we look at COVID, you can see the tetanus vaccine. So the tetanus vaccine, there are 15,000 reports of the adverse reactions. So 15,000 people have reported adverse reactions. And the tetanus vaccine's been around for a very long time. It's been around for 40 years, and these data are about, they've accumulated from 40 years. And if you go to general disorders here, you'll see that deaths from the tetanus vaccine are 32. Yeah. Do you see 32 there? So there are 32.
32. This is for
tetanus. A tetanus vaccine.
Tetanus. Ah, okay.
Yeah, the tetanus vaccine. It's been around for a long time. Many billions of doses have been given. Okay. So now I'm going to do the COVID vaccine.
I had it.
Everybody's had the tetanus vaccine, I think. So the COVID vaccine has only been around for less than 2 years, and we've got 4,134,959 adverse event reports.
Wow.
So over 4 million, and it's only been around for less than 2 years. So the tetanus vaccine's been around for 40 years, and there's only 15,000 reports. The COVID vaccine's been around for only 2 years, and less than 2 years, and there are 4 million. And if you go to deaths, which you find under general disorders, you see 20,581 deaths reported in association with this vaccine. And there's also sudden death as a different entry.
This is the global numbers.
Is it
the global numbers? Or is it?
So this, I'll show you where these data come from. So there's some data from Africa. So 3% of these data come from Africa. 37% come from Americas, North and South.
Yeah.
7% from Asia. Majority from Europe.
Yeah.
So. And then some from Oceania, Australia, New Zealand. And you can see the majority are women, 66%. So we don't know, maybe women are more likely to report. We don't know, we don't have the information on these data, but the point is that they're very numerous, and we would like to know more, but the authorities are not evaluating, and it's their job. It's their job. They authorize these injections. It's their job to check the data and check all these adverse reactions and find out why people are dying and why they're reporting deaths and why there are all these so many adverse reactions. And if you look at the age distribution, so you can see that it's just over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Age distribution, there are the majority of adverse reactions, and we're talking myocarditis, neurological things, heart attacks, are happening between the ages of 18 and 64 years. So 18 and 44 is the most, 40% of people. And then if you take 18 to 64, we're talking 70% of these data are from this age group.
Yeah.
But even more worrying is that we have already 2,516 reports of babies, infants, and we have 25,228 reports of 2 to 11-year-olds. You know, and if you think about it, one needs to also move away from the numbers, because those 25,000, they're 25,000 individuals. So it's one child. If you think of one child who used to be able to do sport and was full of life, takes the injection, and then they have myocarditis and their heart doesn't work very well anymore. And
the question is it another drug? Because some people, they believe all the drugs are the same. Is it another drug in the world that has so many damage, cause so many side effects?
There has never been a drug that has caused so many side effects. There's never been a drug. There's no drug more dangerous than this COVID genetic vaccine. It is the most dangerous drug in the world. And, you know, if you think about previously when they had, for example, swine flu vaccine, there were 50 deaths associated with the swine flu vaccine, and they pulled it. They stopped it. They recalled it. What is going on with these authorities, that they have allowed so much harm to occur, and they have done nothing, and they're still encouraging people to take the vaccine, and they are safe, they are safe and effective? There is something very bad going on. I just want to show
this
you
website now is a government website.
This is the World Health Organization website. Anyone can access it. It's vigiaccess.org. Vigiaccess.org. Do you see it up there? Vigiaccess.org.
Yeah, I can see, yeah.
And so I can type in ivermectin.
Yeah.
There's 6,686 reports. This is a medicine that's been given billions of times. And there's 6,686 reports compared with 4 million. You know, this one has been given, it's been around for 30 years. So these data, if you look here, these data go back to 1992.
And this drug, we say, is from the 80s, eh?
Yeah. And it's won a Nobel Prize. So they really don't want you. You can put in aspirin as well if you want to see what aspirin.
Yeah.
Do you see 1,425 reports on this website?
Yeah, yes. I you know, I knew it, but some people, they still believe that aspirin and some other drugs, they are more dangerous than the vaccine. This is what some people they say. And this thing, they say a lot of people, all from UK, from Greece, from many friends I know, they say exactly the same thing. They comparing the vaccine with aspirin and from other drugs.
Yes, so this is paracetamol. You can see paracetamol, there's 179,436. You know, so we need people to start doing their homework themselves. We can't, you know, we can't, they don't have to believe me, you know, they must do the work themselves. Have a look, go to Vigi Access, type in some of the medicines that you usually use, and make up your mind for yourself, because you're not receiving the truth from your governments, and you're not receiving the truth from your media. The media are captured by profit-driven motives, and they are not independent.